And
you can see it in the chat.
Chat?
Yeah, in the chat.
Where's the chat? Vanished again. Diba sa yan? Sa file.
View.
Saan yung view?
View
docs. Oh.
Chat. No, you turned it off. Yeah. Yeah. There, 2 of 2. Yeah, we're good.
1. Oh. Hi, whoever that is. Hello. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. We're just getting ready for our stream.
Sup?
Uy, si Katima Gaming.
Sup,
Hi.
Katima Gaming. Our video together should be out probably like second week of October or like first week of October. I'm looking forward to it actually.
Hey yo, what's up? Rags, The Amazing Facts, Carla Marquez, Skyrath Mage, and Jimmy Gratuito. Alright, so Alright, so today's video is all about
Bibili ka ng PC, most likely kailangan ng Windows. Pero saan ko kukuha ng legit Windows? Daming options, daming prices. Buti na lang, may cdkeyoffers.com. Madali lang ang order. Search for the software you need, add to cart, daan ka sa payment options nila.
Wala pang 5 minutes, finished! May legit working CDK ka na para sa Windows mo.
Gamitin lang aming code para makakuha pa ng discounts.
Kaya kung naghahanap ka ng legit, mura, at original software,
Check out cdkeyoffers.com.
Alright, hello. Alright, so hi everyone. This is Rafael and Anton from Hardware Sugar. And today we are going to be discussing how to start a YouTube channel with a tight budget. Okay, and so to be honest, this video concept came out because 2 of my friends actually came up to me and they were like, hey, we want to start a YouTube channel also. And then
Oh yeah, who are these guys?
si Carlos, si Eric, and then si Kenzo. And well, the truth is the best and only way really is to just do it. But parang the common symptom that keeps everyone back is they think that they need expensive gear or that they need to upgrade. Like they think that they immediately get very insecure about what they have, and the first thing that they want to do immediately is to buy new things rather than think about what they already have. And so these are our top 6 things that we learned during the whole YouTube Hardware Sugar phase. And to be honest, we aren't like experts. We haven't even reached 100K yet. We're at 72,000. And we sort of just blew up because of a single video. Wait, let's see. Do we have that video here? No, not that one. Wait.
Phyllis
Stop moving.
says there's lag.
There's lag?
Phyllis in the chat says there's some kind of lag.
Oh, man.
But we're green on
green,
the OBS is showing green.
Yeah, we're green, guys. Sorry. Manual. Use hotkeys.
It's
Oh.
Katima says it's okay and he's coming all the way from Thailand. He's
Yo.
tuning in all the way from Thailand.
How come
Because he didn't set the hotkeys.
I set the hotkeys.
Oh.
See, obviously we're still hold on a second.
Stuff always goes wrong when we stream.
Alright, hold on a second.
Okay.
Just so you know,
we dropped to red. I jinxed it.
No, we're back up. We're back up. We're back up.
To be fair, Phyllis, our connection did drop to red for a second. Let's not tempt the internet god. Something always goes wrong already when we stream.
Ayun ang hotkey dito para sa
It needs
switchy.
to be
I know. I switched it already beforehand.
camera
Hold on, guys.
only. Hanapin mo yung camera only.
Droid cam, media source. Hold on, guys. They're all right, left questions.
No, but it's under camera only.
So
you need to look for camera only and then image
that's
slideshow.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you say so, man? Okay.
Ayan.
Show.
Yan.
Ganon?
Yeah.
Pero show image. But even, what about I want next? That's hide eh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit.
There should be one.
Hold on, how come? Hold on, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, no, may image slideshow.
Ito, my next slide.
No, may image slideshow. Go up a little bit.
Go up.
Yan.
Ito.
Yan.
Ito.
Lord. Yeah, apply.
Apply. Okay.
Just
Let's
try
do
it.
that again.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Oh, all right. Let's
Amateur
amateurs.
hour.
Right. Let me try that again. Okay. So we haven't reached 100K yet. A number of friends have asked us how to start a YouTube channel, and
None of my friends have asked me how to start a YouTube channel.
well, I don't know what kind of
Must
friends
be a
you
gen-
have.
Must be a generational thing.
But anyway, I've noticed that the very first things that people do when they want to start a YouTube channel is that they don't do it. And then they think that they need to up their budget with expensive gear first and foremost. But really, that is not the case. And we actually only started officially on YouTube like last year. What? When did this blow up?
Well, we've been on YouTube since like November 2018, but
Yeah,
the video that we started getting attention for only blew up June 2020. So it was a long slog
Yeah.
before we got noticed on YouTube.
So this video, Save Money and Avoid These PC Building Mistakes, actually generated around
A
30%?
third- Yeah, about a third of all of our subs.
1/3 of all our subs came from a single video. And then all of a sudden, the Hardware Sugar Shop just got very busy with orders and PC builds of all
Wait,
kinds.
I want to shout out to Montage Man. It's okay to be single. Hang in there. Enjoy your single life.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what?
I mean, I know you're sad now, but there are benefits to being single. They're looking at our
I know I know what that's like. I know what that's like.
Okay.
Besides,
Hang in there, man. Hang in
no.
there.
Yes, Casey. Yo,
Sup,
Casey
Casey Boyos?
Boyos. Yeah, so Casey was also in the gaming stream last night. Anyway,
You don't get twister fries now.
his wife. Wait, I think that's his wife is also a lawyer who also likes fish sandwich. That your muckfish. Ano yun?
I
Ano
like
yung
my chicken.
No, you like the fish sandwich.
Not from Magdo.
No, you like the fish sandwich. You always get the
Sup, Pesto?
whatever. Okay, chicken sandwich pala, guys. Alright, anyway. So, let's start off with what are the things that you can do to build a YouTube channel without spending a lot of money? Our total capital to start a YouTube channel was I believe 15,000 pesos. Now I put that.
We didn't even spend that much.
Well, I did because the reason is that si Anton was actually doing YouTube videos already like what, March?
yeah, November.
Well, actually even way before that, but I only started making YouTube videos for the channel in October of 2020. So essentially 11 months ago. I only started 11 months ago, and I spent a total of just 15,000 pesos, and I'll get into the gear in a second. But really, the only thing we were using was cell phone gimbal. That's it.
Oh, I wasn't even using that.
Yeah, Anton wasn't even using that. He was just using his wife's cell phone, or he was using this. What do you call it? I think at one point were you using OnePlus?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. See, Anton never buys anything new. This OnePlus phone was bought second hand. And when he bought it, it was already 2 generations old.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
second hand, 2 generations old when he bought it, and he bought it 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So this is a
And still using it
6th
now.
generation old cell phone, and he was making some of the YouTube videos with it. Okay, so to be honest, hindi ko talaga kaya yan. Like I can't do that. Like, so what I would do is, whatever phone that I upgrade my cell phone at least once every 2 to 3 years. So that's the difference between me and Anton. And I don't really count it as a additional expense for YouTube because I really do it naman talaga. So at the beginning, I started out with the Galaxy Note 9 and nothing special. I had already bought the Galaxy Note 9. So when we started the channel. Anyway, so first and foremost, what are the free things that are more important when starting a YouTube channel? It's not the gear. First and foremost, it's the content. Okay, what are the things that you know already. Okay? What are the things you know already? And then how can you form a YouTube channel from that? So, one example is obviously... What?
People are asking in the chat if it was a OnePlus 5T. So I just want to say yes, it was a OnePlus.
You can just reply.
Ayun nga.
No, you could just reply orally.
Yes, it is a OnePlus 5T. Yun, second hand, bought like 3 years ago. Still good. Still my primary phone.
Sabi ni Rags, tangin ng cellphone yan. Kaya
Still a good phone, yo. Still a good phone.
Really, actually, when you call the hardware sugar line,
yeah.
ito yung phone talaga.
Ito yung phone at ito yung sasagot.
Oh.
So, you know, it's like...
Wait, but don't call... Wait, naka-flight mode ka ba? Just in
No,
case.
I'm on silent. But
You're silent. Okay.
We'll finally get a call in.
So... Oh yeah, we should try it.
Yeah, I want to do that for Pwede Magtanong. Anyway,
so... It's all about, first and foremost, it's the most important thing is not the camera, it's not the gear. First number priority is the content. And so I say content because, well, we're a tech channel. And we didn't just go to school with IT and shit. Like, we grew up building, well, actually, Anton grew up building computers, troubleshooting computers. I played the computers, and then I did my own troubleshooting later on. So actually, if you look at our content on Hardware Sugar, we have two very different kinds of content now. We have the extremely hardcore tech videos about like AIO liquid coolers versus air coolers. We have PC builds and also budget PC builds. And then we sort of have like the Rafael Hardware Sugar side where I do
chair reviews.
And I also do desk videos. And then, actually, si Anton, hindi siya mahilig sa mga cellphone. Obviously, because yun nga, he's rocking this. Ako, I have always sort of liked cell phones. I only upgrade at like minimum, maximum 2 years. Hindi 1 year. Like, there was a time na nag 3 years ako. So I loved cell phones. See, Anton doesn't care about cell phones. So that's why I also do the reviews for the cell phones and the tablets. But these are things that we already knew. Alright? We medyo nagkaroon ng obsession sa mga cell phones, to be in short. You want the chat here or can you read?
I can see it naman.
Wait, actually, maybe I should put it here. Ay, pucha. Teka lang. If I move it here. That way, because I'm looking at the camera and I can't see the chat. All right.
Yeah.
I'm Moniker.
What's up, Moniker?
I found the channel through the cable management vid. Ay, Philcite. Oh yeah, thank you, Philcite, for bringing up the cable management video. Can I just talk about the cable management video? Uy, nawala. Teka. Bro, what happened? Oh.
Wala kasing previews eh.
No, hold on a second, guys. Wait lang ah.
Oh, hotkeys.
Hotkeys.
Go all the way back down.
I think I need to remove this this thing. There's a right left here, diba? Ito. See, show image? No, not yet.
It should be
Here, image slideshow.
yeah, previous slide.
Oh, properties. Oh wait, that's the camera, dude. I don't know.
Thanks, Heart. Looking forward to your purchase.
Ato si Manuel.
Katimo Gaming, the cable management vid is still being recommended on my account. It's gonna follow you to the ends of the earth, man. Just click on it already so that YouTube is satisfied. Rags, kailangan ba ng condenser mic para maging YouTuber? No. Yun nga, as Rafael was saying, we started out with very little gear, and ako personally, even up to now, I don't use a lot of gear to shoot. Although, good sound, we'll talk about it later. Good sound is important, even more important actually than good video. So, the only purchase, the first purchase I did was to buy a lapel mic, a BOYD, a Boyd lapel mic. Relatively, quite cheap. And that was a malaking tulong yun sa channel. That was a big help for the channel. But no, you don't need a condenser mic. I don't have a condenser mic. Although Rafael might argue that it's helpful because he does a lot of voiceovers for the B-roll, voiceover over the footage.
I think I got it.
Okay, there's the cable management video.
All right. So, like as I said, like see Anton, he doesn't like I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys seen Anton's PC, but Anton's PC.
They've seen
He doesn't.
it. I always feature it in my videos.
You know, I like a very clean, minimalist aesthetic with none of the wires.
Boring shit.
And then after that, I like Philips Hue lights, lighting up. So we're very two different computer users. So I really care about aesthetics, and so I figured, you know what? I'm gonna cable manage my PC. Why don't I make a video out of it? And the weird thing is, and this is all I'm talking about content, I didn't even plan this video. And this became like one of our most popular videos ever. The cable management video. And that's why it's, as you know, Anton will also agree, our most popular videos are the ones we're actually very embarrassed about, because I look like shit in here. And then, you know what? Some of the comments, they're kind of right. Like, I didn't put the wires in through the monitor gap. You know, ibang maliit na bagay na, you know, I could have improved fun further, but I really didn't care that much because I just wanted to shoot the video, and then I actually fixed it later. And then I realized, holy shit, lots of people pala care about cable management on a budget. And so that's when it got me thinking. I'm like, you know, I didn't go to school learning how to cable manage. It was really purely a hobby. And so, what?
May course ba na cable management?
Wala. But the point is that, what are the things...
Iba talaga sa school mo. I want that.
Yeah, you won't say nila, right? Mas malinis yung Lasal kaysa sa Ateneo. Sa Ateneo, wala nga kayong aircon eh. Electric fans lang kayo, diba? Sa grade
Loyola
school.
Heights is very nature, we have trees.
We don't have,
Yeah.
we have, what do you call it? We have Taft Tower, LRT.
Yeah.
Anyway, so again, the most important thing in the YouTube making videos is content, okay? And the cheapest way to, what are you laughing about? The chat?
Phyllis in the chat. We had trees.
We had trees. Wala kaming space sa Lasal eh.
And God, parang I know where Phyllis is from.
Anyway, so the best things for a YouTube channel are the things that you can get for free. And one of the best things that you can use for free is what you already know. So think about the hobbies that other people might find beneficial, and then put it in. And I'm speaking earnestly that I didn't really care about making a good cable management video. We had not done any kind of lifestyle videos at all prior to that, pero ginawa ko pa rin because I liked it. You know, I like being neat. And then, ayan, pumutok. So, yan. Again, do what you already know. And can we hear more about about that concept of do what you already know from your end about PCs and stuff? Like you were the only one in the house who had a computer. You needed to do everything. You know, me being the youngest, I couldn't do anything. What? Let's hear more of that story.
So, before we started up the business and everything, I was really into computers even before, and people in the household would come to me like, "Oh, can you fix the Wi-Fi?" When we eventually had Wi-Fi, because when we started out, I'm a bit old. When we first started out having the internet, wala pang fiber, wala pang DSL actually, puro dial-up, yung na 28.8 kbps. So, my tech history stretches a while back, but I didn't start out, from the get-go. It's a lot easier now with YouTube to research like how do you assemble computers and things. Back in the day, early on, wala pang YouTube. So, medyo risky talaga doing things on your own. So, it took me a little while to start fiddling around with the hardware. Actually, I started with the software end, like paano yung MS-DOS and auto-execbat and things like that. So, so as Rafael was saying, make content on what you know about. It's kind of like when you're a writer, the usual advice is na write what you know. So, but that being said, like, somebody in the chat mentioned that we're almost at 80K. We're almost there.
72K right now.
Yeah, and we're almost there. And then the 80K video will be about, like, the mistakes that I've made as a YouTuber. Like, the things I said in videos, tapos mali pala. And so, I'm not perfect. There have been a lot of mistakes. And it is like, make content on what you know about, but also you need to also do research even though you feel that you know the topic well. Kasi, like, ako talaga personally, ang dami kong mali. And I'm actually quite embarrassed about this one video that is, you know, it did really well, but then there's like a big error in it. So I'll talk about it in the 80K video. Nakakahiya eh. Na parang yung pangalan mo nakakabit dun sa video, pero pucha, mali talaga siya. So, and then yun nga, kaya medyo sumikat din yung channel dahil sa video na yun. So nakakahiya. But I'll talk about it in the 80K video. So definitely talk about what you know, but supplement it also with your own research. Because the internet never forgets. The internet will never let you forget that you made a boo-boo. And I've had a lot of boo-boos as, you know, kasi nung maliit pa yung channel, you don't really care. You're just making videos and, you know, it's all fun and games. And until you get hurt because people in the comments are like, you don't know crap because you said this and things like that. And to be honest, it's a lot more intense now. I mean, for some videos, I really feel anxiety when I upload it. I'm like, oh my God, did I make a mistake? And somebody's gonna call me out on it. So, there was more freedom when there were less subscribers because, you know, I didn't really care that much. Or, you know, it was low stakes, kumbaga. I mean, I cared about producing good content, but it was low stakes in the sense that, you know, if you made a mistake, it was easy to retract and things. But now, every mistake is a little amplified, whether it's hindi ako nagsuklay ng buhok, whether pumipitik ako masyado, whether hindi ako pumipitik at all. So, you know, everything gets magnified now because of the number of subs. But, yes, definitely talk about what you know, but at the same time, supplement some more before you post anything, especially for YouTube channels like ours that, you know, they're very detail-oriented and the details matter, whether one part is compatible with another part, for example, or ang dami kasi exceptions sa tech eh. It's not like something na, you know, usually this is true, but you'll always find an exception to the rule. And it's really hard to talk about tech in a very general sense kasi yun nga, palagi may exceptions. So, if you do have like a tech channel in particular, it can get quite nerve-wracking na you'll say one thing, or even if you're correct at the time. Let's say OnePlus is known for its clean interface, pero after you uploaded the video, biglang they have an update and they changed it, tapos may bloatware na. You were right at the time, but viewers who watch you later on will be like, oh, mali, kasi iba na, parang ganyan. So, definitely start with what you know, but supplement it as well because you have to keep in mind that it's public, it's there forever, and it will haunt you, as I will talk about in the 80K video.
And just to reiterate, because someone asked in the chat, sorry, I can't find the chat anymore, but someone asked, well, I'll pull it out. What I'll do is we'll finish the outline first, and then after each pointer, we'll revisit the chat. Because if I'm talking and then looking at the chat at the same time, then no, I'm going crazy.
I like replying to chat.
Yeah, we can reply to the chat at the same time. Okay, hold on a second, let me see. So, actually, Anton and I don't have any IT backgrounds. We had a literature degree for Bachelor of Arts for college, and then we have a law degree. So, there's no tech there at all. And yun nga, our tech thing talagang is a hobby. And so, what you should ask yourself is, even though it's not, if you didn't like what you liked, if you didn't like what you took up in school, what are your hobbies then? And maybe you can turn that into a YouTube channel. The good thing about my brother and I is that our parents weren't very strict. So we got to actually pick the courses.
Yeah, explore what you like,
we
man.
picked the courses that we wanted. And so all of that is all supplements the YouTube channel. In fact, nga, when we make YouTube videos, we have a very different process. Si Anton, he's actually, in addition to that, we also used to teach both. Well, actually, I taught literature and law, bro. Anton taught literature. And so we're used to doing these kinds of lectures. Of course, it's a very different kind of setting. Because, you know, in this setting, it's very strange in YouTube. The students actually have the right to say you're a shithead and, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. But that's part of the culture.
They don't have the right.
They don't have the right? Well, anyway, they feel like they have the license to call us all sorts of shit, right? But I mean, we're essentially just building on skills we already have, and therefore it's free. And that all those things help point towards pushing towards content which other people might find valuable, because when you're passionate about something, you'll be able to generate something good. And how I integrated my literature degree with this is I make a script for all my videos before I shoot, and then I have a teleprompter, so I'm just reading the script, but I write it like it's a essay, which I used to write, which I actually, if you look up on the internet, you'll find Anton and I each have written essays that are published in the Philippine Daily Inquirer. So we're really writers by trade. And so when I make the script, I'm really just doing the same thing that I used to do when I was writing. Essay format, paragraphs, and then after that, read it out. But there is a progression there, and there is a logical way on how to produce and show a topic, and that's what we're doing with our videos. So essentially, even if you have the most rock hard solid gear, if you don't know what to do with the gear, or even if you have great shots but you're not telling a story people care about, or talking about a topic that people find relevant, or if you're not clear and assuming that the topic is interesting but it's all over the place, then people won't watch you. And so that's what we are doing. We're just using some things we already know, which is free stuff. Let me check out the chat first, because Anton wants to reply to some people. Generation of students feel so entitled. Yeah.
Katima actually is a professor at university, so he has the same background and experience.
What does he teach?
Communications, I think.
Oh, definitely. Well, actually, you would know more about YouTube talaga more than us. How to start a business as a student. Christian, you can actually online selling.
My advice would be to go watch Nicole Alba. Yeah, search Nicole Alba on YouTube. She has some good finance stuff, and also like business tips and things.
Andy Anderson, just want to say hi to you guys and thank you for all your amazing content. Hi, Andy.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it.
Magkano first PC build nyo? Ning nag-aral pa kayo? Magkano yun?
Like,
well, I mean, if you put it into present day values, well, I remember mine. Mine was like 60,000 pesos.
Well, we've had
that
a
was a
computer,
long time ago.
Our first computer was a 486, so
486.
in pre-Pentium.
Intel. What
Yeah,
do they call
Intel
it?
486. So I don't recall. I mean, that was the first PC we had in the house. So like I would consider that the first build, pero hindi pa uso nun na, it's a build and it's customized. Wala pang graphics cards nun. So
Wala pang graphics cards?
wala
Built-in
pang
motherboard. Yung graphics card or yung processor?
No, wala
yung
talagang, there wasn't any dedicated chip for the graphics. So I don't know. I don't recall how much that was. I see Nicole Alba as a fan in blue in the chat. Bread fam. I know we're big fans of Nicole. I enjoy her videos.
I got into ING because of her. Right?
Is Hardware Sugar the reason why Bread Fam appeared in my recommendations? I don't know. Actually, usually that's what Nicole calls her community. Yeah. Sup, Valiant?
Hey, Valiant.
We miss you in the comments.
Hi, Joseph. Thanks for subscribing. Very informative and fun to watch.
Thanks, Joseph.
What do you call Katamas Gaming is asking...
1990. Around thereabouts, maybe 92 or so. But yeah, around 1990.
No. I was already alive na.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But 1990, I was 2. So that means like mga... Yeah.
93, 5 years old.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about commercial computer shops upselling customers? Elijah. I'm sure you have something to say about that.
Well, it's really bad for the industry in general because once you get scammed that way, I mean, in the sense that you get sold something you didn't need to get at an inflated price, you feel very insecure. You feel that you were taken advantage of. And that will make you less likely later on to get into the hobby, to buy another computer, to get the proper upgrade. And it's kind of like a car. You know how some people are scared to buy a car because they're like, oh, I don't know what size of engine I need, and should it be manual or automatic, and dami mga technical details. So, I mean, my feeling is it's gonna happen, but like us as a small store, we really try to educate the consumer. That's why we always ask you. You say you want a computer. The first thing we ask you is, what do you need it for? Is it just for office? Is it for gaming? Is it for editing? So to make a long story short, the big stores will do that. We don't do that at Hardware Sugar. I wish they wouldn't. And that's not even because for our business. It's just for the hobby in general. I think it really hurts the hobby when you make people mistrust you more or distrust, like, uy, natatakot ako takot na nga yung mga tao sa computer kasi they think na sobrang technical. Tapos mangyayari pa yun sa kanila. So it doesn't bring people into the hobby. And so that's really why I'm against it. And it's a dick move, right? I mean, you're using what you know, but you're just using it to line your pockets instead of helping people out. So it's gonna happen. It doesn't happen with us, but it's one of those things. I mean, it's like, oh, I wish there was no corruption in the Philippines. I mean, that's just one of those things. But
this is Elijah asked the question, right? As customers, sadly, they don't know.
They don't know, and then they ask their friend later on, and then the friend will be like, oh, that was too expensive, and that's when they're like, man, I got cheated, parang ganyan.
That's true. I actually got cheated in college. I had a PC build like...
Si RJ gumawa?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't nga actually. Yeah. It was... I won't tell you na lang who. Besides, it was a friend of ate. And then, apparently, sabi ni RJ, our close friend who's also, a super PC builder, he's like, I think you overspent 30,000 pesos. So, and I felt bad about it. But then, wala eh. You feel so...
In the moment.
You're in the moment, and then you're like, wala, if you don't know your shit talaga, yeah, you're screwed. So yeah, actually, I feel for the consumers who don't know how much things are, and then they just gullibly just accept it. Mahirap yun eh. Actually, mas mahirap yung dati. Ngayon, wala kang excuse eh. Ngayon, ang daming sources to figure out how much a well-valued item is.
Well, sometimes it's just not the amount. It's also like you're buying the wrong thing. Like, you don't need pala a super fast GPU if you're just surfing. We had one customer very early on. Yung CPU niya 9700K or Intel, basta overclockable. But yung motherboard na nabili niya, not from us, you couldn't overclock. So, bumili ka ng overclockable na CPU, pero hindi naman kaya mag-overclock ng motherboard. Ganun lang din, sayang lang pera mo, di ba? And again, this build didn't come from us, but when I saw it, I was like, man, you just, you wasted money on the overclock chip because they weren't very technical, and then they went to one of the big stores that you see in the mall, not even in Gilmore. So, they're just happy to sell you stuff, and it's very hard for the consumer sometimes really to make out like, oh, ano ba yung magandang rig kasi it gets very technical. So
guys, what do you call that? This we're gonna try and focus on the YouTube part kasi hindi to pwede magtanong show. Kasi we're 33 minutes in and I've only gotten to like 1 out of the 6 tips on YouTube.
Right? Let's focus.
But before we focus, I have to reply to Kobobubu, who's concerned about the M57 because of my video kasi it's creaking. So here, I'll even simulate it to you.
Don't hit the Aaron.
Oy, it miraculously is not. Teka lang.
Baka you need to sit on it talaga.
Holy shit. It's fixed.
Cured, yo.
Actually, ano yan?
Sinisira mo yung
chair. Actually, it was really making noises. And then after that, the owner of TW, the shop that sent it over, asked me if I placed these rubber things which came with it.
And did you?
No, I didn't. So actually, user error.
And did you now?
I did. Actually, I didn't. Actually, I only put like 3. I didn't know 3 would do it. Actually, it comes with 11 of these rubber little stop things, and then it's. Hey, wait lang. The instructions manual kasi is in Chinese, and then there's no logo for when you should use those little rubber things. And then wala. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put in the nails, and it looked like legit, diba? Who knew na may kulang pala and it wasn't gonna fall apart.
But in fairness, after you put the thing,
after I put the rubber things, it's fine. So yeah, don't worry about it creaking. Like if ever it's creaking, I think TW would actually replace it. Check with them, but they said now that I was the very first and only customer they encountered with a creaking chair. But in my defense nga, instructions were in Chinese, and well, I don't know. I'm just like I'm not like a professional naman with chairs. I'm only a professional in like, you know, using them. Sitting them. That's why apprehensive also in sa assembly to be honest. Yun nakakatakot yung assembly. So yeah, thank you TW Aldrich for telling me that I might have forgotten to place those things in. And yeah, you're right. I didn't put them in. I didn't know kailangan. Kasi the other chairs that I assembled, walang ganun eh. Anyway, so moving on. Oh, daming sa chat ah. Kabobo pala yung magic word. Para maayos yung yung F57. Anyway, so number 1 is again content. Use content which you already know. That way it's free, and because passionate content is anything that you're passionate about will generate viewers because you really put the heart into it, because it takes a long time to edit this shit. Okay, number 2 tip is camera is the least important thing to invest in, and I have a very good example, and it's not just because of the phones, okay? You know, to be honest, I was super disappointed in myself when I released this video. Saan na to?
Which?
Alright. So, if you guys go on our Hardware Sugar channel, I released a unboxing video and a review of the Skiller SGS40 from Sharkoon. Now, the Skiller, this screenshot is today, okay? It is today. It has generated 5,400 views in 3 months, okay? The very first video I made, which was just like a month before this, generated 200,000 views. So, and that one was a chair that was super cheap. Like, it was called the Ethan chair for 3,000 pesos. And then I made this best budget ergo chair, 65,000 views in 1 month. So, sobrang kawawa tong Sharkoon SGS40. And I'm using this as an example as to how the camera isn't important, because I was using a mirrorless Fujifilm X-S10 on loan to us from Fuji at the time. So if you look at the B-roll in this video, it's awesome. Like, the lighting is so great. Like, I was like, wow, I'm shooting all sorts of shit and it looks great. Fantastic. Like I even brought out some coffee so that, you know, it adds a little bit more natural vibe to the shot. Because I was like, wow, I was super into it. And I was like, wow, puputok talaga tong video na to. Kasi if they all like the Ethan chair and I was just yung Ethan chair, ano yan, cellphone lang yung ginagamit ko. But then now I have a Fujifilm X-S10 and I'm like, and so it failed badly, you know, these 2 videos. I mean, what do you call that? I really did my absolute best on reviewing these, on reviewing the Sharkoon. And like, I didn't hold back. I made the script, everything. It's just that the content itself, gaming chairs apparently, or rather the Skiller, just wasn't popular amongst our fan base. So no matter how much I tried with with a 80,000 peso camera, with my essay writing when I made the script for the 2 videos, I couldn't lift up the video. And people were more interested in my video about the best budget ergo chair no one knows about, which, by the way, I really did have for 8 years. In fact, the chair is actually what Anton is using right now downstairs. It's still working. And I'm very passionate about this chair because...
I prefer the Sharkoon.
See, Anton prefers the Sharkoon. I don't know why. I don't know. Di ba yung scoliotica?
Oh, slightly.
Anyway, so we differ when it comes to chairs, but take my word for it, I'm the chair freak here. But yun nga, this video was released a month ago, 65,000 views. The Skiller was released 3 months ago, 5,400. And yun nga, again, the Skiller was shot with a 80,000 peso camera. And then the best budget ergo chair was just shot with my cell phone camera. So again, The camera is not important. I think this best budget chair video did very well because number one, it looks like good value for money. And number two, parang it seems genuine. Kasi, wow, somebody actually sat on this for 8 years. So it's a good story. And so that's probably why people actually wanted to click on it. As opposed to a gaming chair, which I believe parang gas-gas ang gaming chair. Like, the new trend right now is ergonomic chairs. So, again, I learned it the hard way that it's not the expensive camera which will get you views. It's really the content. And, yun nga, it's very, ano yun? What's the English word na humbling. It's very humbling to be corrected in that way. Now, let's check out the chat. Casey.
Sup, Liam Magnaye.
Hey, yo, Liam Magnaye, what's up? Wow, isa pang idol pagdating sa mga PC stuff. Idol Burmore in the house. Uy, si Burmore. Ay, si Burmore dito?
Is Burmore in,
Burmore's here?
In the
Oy!
chat?
Oy! Ay! Sir Burmore.
Sup, Sir
Hi,
Burmore?
what's up?
Thanks for tuning in.
Wow, honored. Hello. I don't know what to say. Can you say?
Medyo
starstruck
starstruck kami, sir. Yeah.
Teka lang.
But actually, even before we were subscribed to Burmore's YouTube channel, even way before we had Hardware Sugar channel, one of the OG tech YouTubers of the Philippines.
Salute. Help, please. It's also about the title of the video and what people search. People have a title has just found for YouTube video for it. Yes, help, please. Actually, I think I saw you sa chat, or I think you commented really recently. Or were you last night in the chat? Anyway, help, please. I recognize your name. Yes, it's true. Like, there's so many other factors. Thumbnail. But however, even the thumbnail, I realized, like, please review other Ergo stuff. Hi, Bonds, Renosa.
Actually,
Renosa.
I watched Burmore's latest video na parang it was 3 a.m. behind the scenes na they were trying to do benchmarking pero may problema ata yung motherboard. So actually that's a great behind the scenes because there's a lot of stuff on video it looks so clean. Benchmarking, installation, etc. But computers, something's always going wrong and there's a lot of behind the scenes of like pucha, ba't ayaw ito gumana? Or bakit ba't ito yung results natin? Or there's a lot of stuff like that. So that's why I really like that latest video na showing like, how the sausage is made, kumbaga. Oy. See, ayun. Speaking of things that, can go wrong.
Hold a second. Oh my god, that's
no
a battery.
No
battery. Hold on a second.
Okay,
That's our cat. Hold a second. Hold
yeah.
on.
So we're about to lose the stream. The stream is still live, but the camera is about to fizz out. But yeah, that's a great video by Burmore. I think that's his latest video na parang, you could, up until 3 a.m. trying to figure out what was wrong with the rig kasi, they couldn't run it for the benchmark. So, there's a lot of stuff like that going on in Hardware Sugar as well na parang, you guys don't see it because, the videos are edited and things, but there's a lot of head scratching going on with us na parang, bakit tayo ito gumana? Leah Magnaya is asking, what camera is that? That's a good question, Liam. Rafael will talk about it at the end of the video.
Wait, hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to save the video. Droid cam source.
Yun.
Oh, did I do it? Are we still live?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, we switched to cell phone.
Holy shit. Can I just say that I have never successfully recovered a camera fault during a live stream. I always needed to cancel it. So can I just say,
yeah, low battery.
medyo magaling ko. Oh. Yeah, this is the Fujifilm XS10.
So after 40 minutes of saying a camera doesn't matter.
Actually, the reason as to why we're making this video is because No. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
The reason as to why I decided to make also this.
Ay, pangit talaga nung
What?
cellphone compared. Tingnan mo naman yung quality.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so the reason as to why we decided to make this video as well is because we actually bought the Fujifilm XS10 just 2 days ago.
Just 2 days ago.
And
Thank you, Henrys.
And so, parang we wanted to say goodbye to cell phone videos. Not entirely, But parang what's that? Parang we've reached a milestone and we want to give credit where credit's due now.
No,
We got here because of damn cell phone cameras.
For the record, I'm still going to be using my cell phone camera quite regularly. Okay, so now as Rags mentioned, balik sa kahirapan, wala man lang gimbal. Hawak ko, yung kamay ko yung gamit ko pang hawak.
I'm gonna put you guys on the DJI gimbal.
Oh yeah, that's a really great.
It's
that's
a
very
great
useful gimbal.
It's gonna spin a bit. I hope you guys don't get dizzy.
Happy birthday, Arthur from YouTube. Shout out.
All right, there we go.
How old are you? Arthur from YouTube.
Can you see?
Man.
What?
I was liking the quality of
Me
the
also. I was really
XS10.
liking. Yeah. Don't get me. Height. Oh, by the way, we use books. We haven't gotten like a
Proper tripod. Yes.
Mount yet, but I'm trying to get from Shopee.
Actually, guys, I like it yung cellphone kasi hindi siya ganun ka sharp. So, yung mukha ko kasi hindi pang HD eh. Pang 720p lang yung mukha ko. So, I actually prefer this kind of graininess of the cell phone. Masyadong crisp yung image quality ng mga DSLR. Lou Torres, as a small business with a YouTube channel, what skills did you find yourself wanting to outsource to other people? A lot. Kasi as a small business, you really do everything on your own. Like what I really would like is a good accountant / yung following up Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, and SSS stuff. The things that that are really super frustrating, HR things, parang ganyan. I didn't get into business to deal with paperwork. So actually, that's the one thing I would wish to find, even not to outsource, but to find a good employee that can deal with all of that stuff. Because like Rafael and I didn't really know about YouTube, but I didn't mind learning like how to edit, how to camera and things like that. But it really drains me dealing with paperwork, and I'm a lawyer, so. I should be used to paperwork, pero talagang grabe. I find those things really tiresome to do. So that's what I would have liked to. That's still a struggle up to now to find somebody who can do that for us.
So let me just summarize the 2 points we've gotten in so far.
Oh.
Content is the most important thing, and not your expensive gear. Second, camera is also again the least important among your gear. And number 3.
Bibili ka ng PC, most likely kailangan ng Windows. Pero saan ka kukuha ng legit Windows? Daming options, daming prices. Buti na lang, may cdkeyoffers.com. Madali lang order. Search for the software you need, add to cart, daan ka sa payment options nila.
Wala pang 5 minutes, finished! May legit working CDK ka na para sa Windows mo.
Gamitin lang aming code para makakuha pa ng discounts.
Kaya kung naghahanap ka ng legit, mura, at original software,
Check out cdkeyoffers.com.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, wait. Thank you to CDK Offers for also supporting us during the time of the pandemic.
Let's go, Rocky and Jay and Ren. Better segue than Linus.
Actually, that's what also we thought, Katima Gaming. It reminds you of the commercials in the 90s.
They already did that on purpose. The kids were really good with that ad.
Yeah, our team got really into it also. When the YouTube began again blowing up, they also wanted to produce their own content, and Anton and I were like, yeah, just go ahead, do whatever. And again, let's just try out what goes out there. Just have fun. And okay, so the camera is the least important device you need for making YouTube videos. Number 3 is what?
You bought an XS10
Well, I bought, but that's like how many months afterwards na, no? Number 3 is audio is more important than the camera, more important than the lighting. And I say this because if you go on YouTube, there are lots and lots of YouTube videos where you don't even see the actual narrator or the YouTuber. Like it's all just B-roll from stock footage, and dinadala niya lang through a really nice microphone.
And
so,
the voice.
And the voice. And, you know, can I just say that a number of people have commented that they really like, sila nagsabi, that they like my voice in the videos.
Sino nagsabi?
Medyo at least mga 4 or 5 people. But really, I think it's purely because of the Blue Yeti mic. It really does add a lot of gravity and firmness and fun to the voice. Like, it really makes it very professional. If you look at my first video, my gosh, dude. Like, I was using his microphone. His microphone is very old and it just sounds so grainy.
I got that from you.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know, but it was a really super old mic, and then
YouTube.
You could really tell the difference talaga. And actually, I like watching Alpha Gaming. The Alpha Gaming YouTube channel is all about just teaching you how to do better at your YouTube channel, and he also says that sound is great. Like, you can get away with really bad footage. But if you sound like the guy from the movie trailers, damn, you're good. And yun nga, lots of people get by with just making B-roll the entire YouTube video, my script, B-roll, and condenser mic though. I can't tell, Blue Yeti. But anyway, Blue Yeti is an old-ass microphone brand, and actually, I got the original Blue Yeti, but I highly recommend that you get the Blue Yeti Nano, which is only 7,000 pesos if you buy it on Lazada. It gives you the same voice as the original Blue Yeti. You don't need the other stuff. Kasi I got this because it looks cool, and kasi you can podcast. Like, you can switch it so that it receives audio from several areas. But I never use it for that purpose. So get the Nano. Better mic quality. So that's not.
Sorry, just on the sound quality. Actually, Lucasfilms, the guys behind Star Wars, they did a study. So people are watching Star Wars in Dolby Surround versus non-Dolby. And then the movie was exactly the same. Walang binago dun sa movie quality. But people who heard it in Dolby Surround thought that the image quality looked better. So audio quality actually will make people think, or it gives the impression that the image quality is also better, even though walang nagbago sa image. That's why Lucasfilms invested extensively in producing better sound as well. Because in their research, they discovered that better sound leads the audience to believe that the image quality is also better. So, laking bagay talaga nung good audio. And like personally for me, if I were to buy something now for the YouTube channel, it would be like the wireless things, the wireless mic receivers that you can just have the pack and things like that. Because I think nga that it's better to invest in audio, and I'd like that freedom to kind of move around with the wireless mic setup. So we're thinking of doing something like that.
Yeah, man, just get the Blue Yeti.
Rode wireless.
So, and then number 4 is invest in good lighting. So, again, to highlight, the camera is the least important.
Are we gonna turn off the light?
No, we're not turning off the light. Ay, pwede din.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, but then, pangit na yung...
Well, we can see naman.
What, the hue?
Yeah.
Sige. There you go. Ay! Hold on. Oh, yeah, there we go. I just installed more hue lights. Actually, if you've seen my video, we have hue lights dun sa TV ko, and then yung sa and then sa PC. Pero ngayon, meron din sa baba ng kama kasi, geez, it's a long COVID. I'm bored. I see Anton judges me. He's not into that kind of shit, but I do. Anyway, again, invest in lighting. Not that kind of lighting, okay? Because that one, no one gets to see anyway. Dun sa kalokohan nga. No one gets to see that during the B-rolls. But for instance, the lighting for this accent lighting,
Kalokohan din yan.
Yeah, but you liked it. See, Anton likes it when it's in his A roll.
It looks good
This
in the video.
this adds a lot of character to the video, even though it's subtle lang. So actually, you don't need to get this, by the way. This is just completely optional. Like if, but lighting is more important than getting an expensive camera. Again, I will reiterate. And right now, actually, we're just using like regular LED lights above, and to be honest, if you look at most of my videos, I always shoot during the day. Kasi my primary source of light for the videos is the sun. So sometimes kung umulan, I can't shoot. So that's the problem when you're self-reliant on a natural power source like the sun. If it's gone, well, you can't do anything. So that's why I try to time my A-roll during the morning. And then for actually I only recently bought like these cheap LED lights which only cost like 250 pesos, I think. 250, 350, and the tripod itself that you attach it to is also only 500 pesos. Anyway, so invest in lighting. It's more important than the camera.
We bought an Amaran 200D a while back, and then we have it in a softbox. So when we shoot in the shop, we use the Amaran for better lighting because sobrang harsh nung lighting sa shop. It's like coming from down, the angle's not good. So we basically use the Amaran, which is super bright sometimes, so we can dial it down. So yeah, lighting is important, and actually we're still learning. So many other YouTubers have really nice lighting. Parang they know how to accent and things like that. So I'm still learning personally how to do that. But lighting definitely can make a difference in the video.
But yeah, I mean, to be honest, we're not even experts yet in the lighting field. Like we're still experimenting. Yun nga, if we get lucky during the day, great stuff. But after that, wala na. Like I have to time my B-roll shots.
Sup, Revin Jan?
Thoughts on overproduced videos? Lou Torres.
We don't do them because we don't have the time.
Overproduced videos. Like what? Like ano yun? Like the usual.
Like sobrang daming tweaks and color grade and audio and lots super daming
production.
I guess.
Dude, I don't even know how to do overly produced videos. I can add text. Yeah.
To be honest, a lot of our videos are done under time pressure, so we want to produce the best video we can, but we're very aware that a lot of other things are in the pipeline, reviews, other topics. So we don't feel the need to overindulge, I guess, in overproducing the videos. Yes, we're brothers. Ronin from YouTube. Katema Gaming, it would be nice if we had bloopers. Sometimes we put in bloopers. Like I drop stuff. Or like in a Sharkoon video, I lean back too far and I think I'm about to topple over. So, Valiant answered that we are brothers. Thanks, Valiant.
Thanks. I'm gonna say that I'm younger. Sir Raf, see who M57 or 8-year-old chair? Si Minhu Guevara. I don't know kasi I'm only on the 2 weeks and a half with the Sihu chair. It's too early to say. When I reach the 1 month mark, I'll be able to tell. But definitely one thing that I really like about the budget chair na 8 years, you can recline way back further. Dito parang may limit kulang siya for the recline. Like if you watch my video with the 8-year-old chair, like I super reclined. Dito parang ano yan, like kailangan pa ng just a little bit more. So there, nakulangan ako sa height adjustment. And I still haven't figured out the best way to orient the headrest. But actually, it's a really good chair. It's just that I... What? Oh, okay. Yeah, here, you can use the keyboard. But anyway, the CU M57 is a lot of great value for what you're paying. And that's like You can't say a lot. You can't say that about a lot of the other chair suppliers. Like parang sobrang questionable minsan yung yung mga ibang chair suppliers. At least with the COM57, you can at least guarantee that matibay siya. Number one. Number two, high quality yung mesh. Definitely. Hands down. Yung problema ko lang is I just want to make sure that I'm actually comfortable in it. Like lumbar support and that stuff. That's what I'm waiting for right now as I'm using it. What were you saying?
Valiant's right. I'm the older one. I just wanted to see if Valiant would get it right. He got it right.
All right. Okay. So now we're moving on to point number 5. Okay. So now, with respect to starting a YouTube channel, and that is use what you have. So, and well, actually, hell, I'm using right now my cell phone. Actually, this is an old cell phone. This is a 5-year-old iPhone. What is this? 6 Plus. 6 Plus. I still use this for controlling my music there and my Bluetooth speaker over there. And sometimes I actually use this as a second camera, like for cable management. Parang I needed 2 cameras to run at the same time. Wala akong Fujifilm dati eh. 2 days ago lang yung Fujifilm. So yeah, I used this really old phone, and you guys seem to like the cable management video. So ayun nga. Use what you have. So number 1, use your cell phone cameras. And number 2, I bought my gaming PC August 2019. We have a video about it. But I didn't actually get it to edit videos. I got it because masarap mag-game. You know, parang you always want to be ready with a good gaming PC for whatever reason. At least that's me. Like, you never know. Kasi a gaming PC is very versatile. You can use it for work. You can use it for anything. But I had no idea I'd be video editing on this. And parang everything just sort of came together during COVID now. Oh my God. You know, I have downtime. I'm at home. I have a cell phone. I have a great PC to edit videos with. Let's just use it. So, yun nga, when you want to generate content, if you already have the things at minimum that you need in order to make the content, do it. And by the way, I saw someone in the chat about using the M1 iPad Pro to edit videos. Yes. Hell, yes. Go get the M1 iPad Pro. I haven't edited videos on my M1 iPad Pro yet, but I got it because yun yung laptop replacement ko if ever I leave the city and I leave my gaming PC. That way I can still edit videos on the go. Bro, do you want to say anything?
I agree. Use what you have. You don't need to spend. It's really more about... It's also about being creative. It's like creative in what you shoot, but it's also creative in how you shoot. So really, you know, everybody has a cell phone now, and I do have a video when we hit 40K explaining like the tools that I used to shoot, and all of them I just stole from my wife. Very little that I really bought. So definitely, there's no need to buy if you want to start a YouTube channel.
To reply to Revenjan, I love how he used like what you got, and remember he has the latest flagship phone of Samsung. Well, the thing is, you guys didn't notice naman, but I was using a Galaxy Note 9 all the way until like April, I think, or March. So no one actually, even in my earlier videos, no one commented on how bad my videos were, even though, you know, the editing was crap if you ask me. But yeah, definitely the S21 Ultra helps. But kasi it was something that I was really going to buy, so I don't really consider it a YouTube expense. It was one of the things that I wanted to upgrade after 2 years. Actually, 3 years naman yung Note 9 ko eh, I think. 2 years and a half, I think. And also, kasi Anton broke my Note 9 with the damn ad. Sorry, I mean with the ad that we tried to make for insurance. So I needed a new phone talaga. But yun nga, I mean, there are other people who have good cameras, like they have the latest iPhone, but then they feel like they need to buy the mirrorless camera, which is unnecessary. You know, again, the biggest problem people have when it comes to starting is they make excuses, and the biggest excuse is I don't have the gear. But really, the one thing you should be worried about is, do you know what you're supposed to be doing? Like, do you know what content that you would want to do in the first place? That's more important than ever than actually the kind of gear you have. And then the next thing that you should invest in is, well, not really invest in, make a small space in your house for your A-roll. So if you're going to be doing these kinds of videos, I think it's important to be able to show your face to the audience so that they actually remember you. You're not just some anonymous person online. It takes some courage to do it. Just so happens that Anton and I are used to it already anyway at public speaking and stuff. But find a small space like a wall, and then that is your YouTube studio area. It doesn't need to. You don't need anything fancy. Like if you guys watch like Unbox Therapy, grabe si Lou. You know Lou's. Wait, you know who Lou is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, grabe yung ano yan, yung studio ni Lou. It's like that. It's like the Batman. It's like Dark Knight. Like I know the Batcave in the Dark Knight is almost exactly like that. Puro lighting na parang warehouse style. Crazy stuff.
Just reply to chat. Good
Hi,
night
go.
to DJ Esber. Hi to Luis from YouTube. And Pesto is asking, kamusta yung using Resolve? I use DaVinci Resolve, the free version, how to edit. I don't use it for 4K, or I haven't tried, but I will have to try it soon. Pero okay siya sa 1080p. It's quite smooth. And then yung PC ko, Potato PC. It's a 5690K or something like that. But it's a really old PC, 12 gigabytes of RAM, DDR3 pa siya. Pero kaya naman. It's very doable. In fact, I edit on it a lot. 1080p videos. So, kaya naman. I mean, and actually, that's one of the tips that I'll mention at the end is to get a good editing software program. And I would really recommend DaVinci Resolve. We're gonna get around to that upgrade, Revin Jan. Ipon muna.
So wait, I was gonna say something about. Wait, what did you just say?
DaVinci Resolve.
Oh yeah. And the editing software is free. Like I use DaVinci Resolve along with Anton, and learning actually is super easy. I've already mentioned this before, but there is one YouTube video by some Australian guy. Wait, let me get it out. I forgot that. DaVinci Resolve. If you go to Justin Brown, Hold on, I'm upgrading PC versus one. That's so bad. Anyway, if you go to Justin, wait, hold on. Let me show you the cover photo because I didn't save it. Baga.
Gimbal.
Ayan. So Justin Brown here. This one video that is like 35 minutes long. I just used that over and over for like 3 months straight. Like I played it in the background every time I was editing a new video. That single video. One video for everything. So it's kind of cool. You're watching a video to learn how to make videos. And siya talaga yung guide ko. That single video. Not anything else. Just that. So it's free software. It's free tutorial. And it's not even complicated. Kasi I know how it can be kind of overpowering. Now, there's too many choices on who to learn from. But that Justin Brown video, excellent. Just watch it and do your video as you're watching it. And then if you miss out on something, just go back. So yeah, what are you holding back on? It's free.
I did try other software before DaVinci, but parang DaVinci is the most straightforward for beginners, and it's really actually quite powerful, the things you can do in DaVinci once you know how. So there's really no need. Like, I can't imagine why you would need to buy editing software. DaVinci really is already super competent for your needs.
And then again, since we're talking about we're talking about budget ways to start a YouTube channel. Now that we talked about the gear, what about the content? So like, some people kind of like wonder like, oh, does that mean you need to buy a new phone or you need to buy the keyboard? What are we going like? If you're gonna do tech, do I need to like, do I need to buy things before I can review them? Because that's not what do you call that? That's not sustainable. Obviously, I can't afford to buy every camera that we need to review or every keyboard we need to review. And really, like for instance, that's why I reviewed my chair. This chair. Wait, where's that chair? I reviewed this 8-year-old chair which no one cared about. In fact nga, yung kaibigan ko si Eric, I remember he said na it's not a gaming chair. This was like 5 years ago he said that. And then now, he's interested...
Let it go, man. Let it go.
And now, he's interested in getting an ergo chair away from his gaming chair. And yun nga, I already bought it. Again, look for content that's free. And so one day I realized, teka lang, maybe people will be interested in this chair which no one has ever took notice of, which I really love. And I really love that chair. And I was like, hey, it's here. I'll make content out of it. And then boom, it hit. So that one. So essentially, you don't need to buy things to review. Review the stuff you have. In fact, I do believe that is what MKPHD did when he started out. He was reviewing
His laptop.
He was reviewing his laptop or his cell phone ba?
Video. Parang
Laptop. Review what you have if you want to start tech. And just make a spin on it. I mean, you know, the thing about that 8-year-old chair is there's no name to it. There's no name to it. There's no brand to it. The store that sells it doesn't want to even talk to me. And so there was nothing going for this chair other than the fact that I sat on it for 8 years and it's great value. And so that's what I worked with. I worked with the story that I made on the product without any help from anyone else. And I'm really happy that it hit, and it's a legitimate story, and it's still a good chair. What do you call it? Let's take some messages from the Crimson visual props. Get a plant. Like, plants are awesome. Lots of people, they get fake plants, which you can do, but I got real plants. Actually, if you check out my table video review, I talked about the Devil's Ivy plant or golden pothos. They're impossible to kill. You just need to water them once a week. And then they just grow and grow like vines. But be careful kasi it's toxic to animals. So just as long as you don't put it on the floor, it'll be fine.
Ako, when I shoot in the shop, I always feature the rigs we have. Kasi, yun nga, people are buying computers from us. So, paiba-iba yung nasa shop. I always position them in a way that they're behind me. And so you can see individual rigs in the background. So, every time you see a video from the shop, you'll notice paiba-iba yung computer sa likod. Because those are actual computers of customers. And I think it's kind of nice. Like, I mean, you might not know we have a YouTube channel, but then, you know, you're watching and then, oy, computer ko yan in the background in video so and so. So, when I shoot at the shop, palaging nagbabago yung nasa likod kasi, yun nga, those are all customer PCs.
To Phil Cite and what do you call that, and Moniker, I haven't killed mine with overwatering. In fact nga, I water them once a week. And when I water them once a week, talagang tinatodo ko. As in, like, I pour like a whole thing down on them until talagang it's flooding. Kasi may drainage naman eh. But then, like, some of the leaves have died, but very rarely lang. Most of it's very green. So maybe you just need more natural light, but not too much natural light. What do you call it? Next is... Actually, we're already at our end point here. Our next point is... Oh, by the way. So yeah, thank you for watching our Sihu M57 budget chair assembly video. It's not even the full review yet. And it already has 6,200 views. Again, to highlight that the Sharkoon chair has, as of now, 5,400 views. And na-surpass na siya in 2 days. Yun nga, it's really about the kind of content. So what people want. So thank you to our viewers for telling me about this chair. I would never have been able to review it because I had no idea this brand existed until someone told me. It's a really good chair. By the way, this cover photo was taken with my S21 Ultra and then edited on my M1 iPad Pro through Procreate. So, yeah. Use what you have. Oh, yeah. Oh, and thanks everyone also for telling me to clean my mouse. I did eventually. Alright, so things to buy. My recommendations to get started, get a Blue Yeti Nano mic. There are other mics that might be better. Like I noticed that so my parang hate against the Blue Yeti kasi medyo gasgas. But it's you can't go wrong with it. You can check out other mics naman, but definitely invest in a good mic. As I said, it's more important than camera, and it's more important than lighting, and you can get away with just using free video what do you call it? Stock footage from other websites. Like what website has stock footage?
Well, we use Envanto, but that's subscription, so you need to pay for Envanto. I
Oh.
guess, or
Well-
Story Cubes or something like that. It's
Well,
also
magkano yung
subscription.
Advanto?
I forget.
Well, it'll probably still be cheaper than buying a 75,000 peso camera.
With Envanto, you can use stock footage, there's stock graphics, stock audio, stock sound effects. So it's a whole like all-in-one kind of place for video stuff.
What about
YouTube stuff.
being able to monitor your audio? Well, actually, when I record, I use Audacity because that's what MKBHD uses. I don't know. What do you use? But you don't use anything.
The app I use, Filmic Pro, has
an
a
iPhone.
Yeah, has a slider where you can make sure that the levels are not too loud. But I also usually adjust the levels in DaVinci when I edit.
Liam Magnay, 8K for a mic while I can't decide if I'll buy a 500 peso mouse. I feel you. 500 peso mouse. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you should at least invest in the Deep Cool CF120 mouse. That's 1.5. Parang I like that more than the Asus M3 mouse, which is 900.
Liam Magnaya has a very nice PC. I remember the specs. I'm sure he can scrape up for a good mouse.
Yeah. Oh, Beastie Gomez. Da Vinci is my love. So yeah, invest in a good mic. Our recommendation is the Blue Yeti because it's tried and tested. And actually, this is a very old model. I believe the Blue Yeti, like this exact model, was built 6 years ago. But it's just great value. The next thing I recommend is invest in a tripod. This tripod right here of 278 pesos. I actually bought this last year, mga November, and it lasted until Feb, and then it just wouldn't go up anymore. But yeah, tripods are so cheap, especially if you're just gonna be using it for your phone. In fact, I had a spare tripod because they were so cheap. I decided to buy two. I gave it na lang to my friend who, Ken's Cast, actually started his own YouTube channel because of our some of our support with respect to, well, we built his PC. That's one thing, and second, I also told him to watch the same Aussie guy on DaVinci Resolve, and then he asked me also and he also got the Blue Yeti Nano, and that's it. And then after that, he's iPhone lang siya, and I think he started only 4 months ago, and he's now at
Almost 5,000, di ba?
almost 5,000 subscribers. He's already monetized.
I have no interest at all in Korean bands, but Ken's Cast is really entertaining to watch.
4,800. Yeah.
To be honest.
Pineapple on pizza or not? Actually, I've eaten pineapple on pizza many times as a kid. Like when we would have like these birthday parties in school, yung Hawaiian sa Pizza Hut.
I don't mind
naman
it,
siya, but I wouldn't
don't look
order
for
it. Yeah, I wouldn't order it either.
It's fine, but I don't. Sharawat, Kev Gaming, shout out.
So, tripod. Oh, and by the way, it's a Ken's Cast. Almost at 5,000 subs, and he just does based on the character lang talaga eh. Like,
He was born for YouTube.
yeah, literally, like, I mean, like, sorry, kids, but your setting in the background na, like you could improve on it. But then yun nga, dinadala mo talaga siya sa mukha mo eh. But yun nga, to our viewers, you can learn a lot from our friend Ken's Cast na
Ken's Cast.
he's like a born comedian kind of thing. Actually, the thing about my friend Kenzo is that parang he medyo obsessed yan sa media and TV and movies.
But actually, he's very knowledgeable because he also comments on the moves and then the costumes.
He's knowledgeable about every movie kasi he obsessed about those kind of things as a kid. So again, he's using what he already knows, which is he spent the entire kindergarten up to college looking at pop culture and everything. So, din nga, he's just using what he already knows. Level 2, how's your Sihu doing? It can last 8 years. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to be allowed to keep it for 8 years. I don't know if, what do you call it? We're still reviewing it. I don't know. Next is, after tripod, because my cheap tripod of 278 broke, I got this one, the Yunteng at 900 pesos. The Yunteng is quality. This is a great tripod for very little. Like talagang it's professionally done. This one specifically, like there's even like this bar so that you can pan left and right super smooth. It's an excellent tripod. Sobrang mura. But be careful because there are a lot of tripods that look like this. Almost seem identical. Actually bought a second one that's not the Yunteng. And pangit niya talaga, pangit. The Yunteng is a great tripod. Grabe. Get it. And then the DJI OM4 SE, which is what the S21 Ultra is on right now as we're talking to you. This one really helps get absolutely smooth B-roll panning. Like without this guy, it would be shaky cam.
Would you recommend the DJI over the Asus Zen gimbal?
Yes, if you had watched my video. I did a review on the Asus Zen gimbal, and one of the biggest problems with the Zen gimbal is you can't control the pan speed. Like it's only like the slowest it can go is like this, which is way too fast if you want to take B-roll. When B-roll you want to be like yung Asus Zen gimbal, the slowest it can go is like this. Wala. So I'm a human gimbal po. Actually, I also pan using the tripod. But then, when you're walking around, the gimbal comes in really handy. And of course, you need to have a good gaming PC to edit. So you should know what your PC can do. Make sure you get a good PC with an AIO, GPU, PSU, mobile RAM. So not everyone has a PC that can edit lots of videos on it. And you don't need to get the whole new PC. You can just upgrade it. But research on what you need for a PC that can edit videos. Usually, what we recommend for video editing is mostly investing on a good processor and lots of RAM. And then, the GPU, acceptable na is, pwede ba mag 1050 dyan? Or 1080? Or 1650? Well, 1650 is always safe. But can you edit with 1050 but on a Ryzen 5 3600?
I guess. It's more CPU-based
More CPU
yung
based.
editing.
There we go. All right, so actually, let me just summarize everything for the stream. Number 1, content is the most important thing. And use content that you already are very familiar with. Because it's free. You don't need to go to school anymore to learn it. And because you're already passionate about it. 2, the camera is the least important thing of the YouTube gear when you're starting out because sound is more important than all of them. followed by investing in lighting, and use what you already have. That is use what you already have for generating content, i.e. the 8-year-old chair, the cell phone, which, Anton's like, how old is the cell phone? You think it's going 6-7 years? 5 years?
I have it listed somewhere, but I...
Yeah, anyway, so like use your old phone and then experiment. The important thing is not to overspend, especially when you haven't even started yet. Because you're gonna feel pretty depressed if you've spent like 100K on, YouTube gear, tapos you only have 100 subs. Right, camera fell. See, exactly my point. What did you do?
I literally was not anywhere near the thing.
Okay, don't move. All right, and then after that, is it still moving? Natatakot na ako. I fell. Maybe. And then, hold on, guys. Hold on. I just need to summarize first, and we'll check the chat. We'll check the chat. We'll check the chat after I summarize. And the things that you may want to buy for your YouTube gear, kasi sabi ko 15,000 pesos lang, is get a... Wait, let me just get it out again so you guys can screenshot it. So, invest in a good microphone. We recommend the Blue Yeti. Get a tripod. Get this 300 peso one. It worked for a couple of months, and it helps teach you how to position things. Kaso lang walang panning and stuff. And get this tripod when the other one breaks already. And get a gimbal. Actually, you don't even need to get the OM4. I think you might be happy with the OM3 because it is an OM5 already. So actually, get the older versions. Especially if you're just doing tech B-roll. You don't actually need to do any of the fancy stuff. And the OM3 is perfectly fine. And make sure you upgrade to a decent PC that can edit your videos. So, now that we've done our chit-chat, we will now check the chat.
Yes, Pesto, you can give your negative feedback. We don't mind.
When you see Pesto?
Actually, he messaged a little earlier. Actually, we always encourage feedback, whether positive or negative, because we also want to improve. And to be honest, we don't our feelings are not really hurt. So I mean, just feel free to give whatever feedback or any comments that you have about any of the streams or any of the videos. We take it in a positive manner.
Wait, someone else was saying, ano pa nangyari kay human gimbal po? Sige, we're looking at the rest of the comments. What else? Yeah, nahulog nga yun. I don't even know how it fell. It's really actually supposed to be pretty stable.
There was somebody asking whether what would we recommend, AMD or Intel for editing? But the thing is, both Rafael and I edit on Intel and Rafael edits on AMD, but the CPUs are so far apart in generation, it really wouldn't be a fair comparison. So
Intel ka pala, no?
but me, I have no problems. Yun nga, it's a very old CPU, 5690K, I think, or something like that, and 12 gigabytes of RAM. Rafael has a Ryzen 3 3700X and 16 gigabytes of RAM. So really wide range of CPUs. But I do my edits well. He does his edits well. So
I'm 32 gigabytes.
Oh, you said 32 gigabytes 32 now. So
I upgraded with the RAM.
So, but yeah, even my PC, I feel handles edits still okay. We were talking shit about you, Kenscast.
Oh shit! Kenscast here. Kenscast, we already talked about you earlier on. You're just gonna have to rewatch. I'm not repeating this shit. What do you call that? Hardware share. Remember kayong may recommend na magandang quality na headphones with noise cancel. Yeah, na 2K
2,000 budget.
I don't know. I was about to say si Anton really liked these these ROG
Strix go 2.4, but they're above 2,000.
Yeah, how much are they? Mga 22?
No, grabe naman.
15.
No, I think 4, 5, mga ganyan. The
Really?
sticks go 2.4.
Yeah?
Yeah, the wireless na
Oh.
with noise cancelling. Yeah, it was
4,000 lang?
maybe 5.
I remember it being a lot more expensive.
Like 10? I don't think it was 10.
Okay. Well,
But definitely not 2,000.
what's your recommended cell phone stand, Ralph Ople? Cell phone? Is that
No.
a joke?
Ito si Rafael Ismael. The teleprompter for me is such a game changer.
Oh yeah, see, I told you. Teleprompter is the best. Actually, I actually shot an unboxing of my teleprompter, which I haven't released because I'm like, I don't know if people will be interested in my teleprompter. But yung teleprompter na yan, sobrang mura din. That was like, what, 500 pesos? Nako po, si Ken's Cast, you've been exposed. Oh, what's up, Ken's Cast? I remember what you got when Valiant Cashew Nuts got mad Ken's Cast for spamming in during the pwede magtanong. Please don't spam.
Spammer talaga
Spammer
si
yun
Ken's Cast.
Cast.
Oo.
Si Pogito Ramos, pa-shoutout.
Shout out.
Shout out. From Franik Mikpang. With the coming of Intel, are babas kaya prices ng GPU ngayon year?
Maybe, although it remains to be seen kasi we don't know how much or maganda ba yung production ni Intel. Although I'm quite interested to try the ARC kasi yung early news or early leaks, parang maganda yung performance eh. So, as other commentators have said before, the more competition in the graphics market, the better for consumers.
Monkey King, shout out and thanks for dropping by.
Shout out.
We'll keep making that content. And from Philiste, teleprompter video, you sure? It's nothing fancy. It's like this glass box and you put actually, it looks pretty damn cool. But parang I'm feeling like it's only cool for me. But sige, I'll make a teleprompter video. Sabi ni Noisezil Di Pasupil. Sir, bala ko mag-upgrade ng processor kaso yung trip nung ate ko is Core i3 LGA 1200 pero yung motherboard ko po is 1151.
No, that won't work. Make sure always the sockets are the same. So, if your CPU is socket 1200, it really needs to be with an L1200 motherboard.
Casey Boyos, yes, my remote. The remote control is next to is there. It's behind the Bluetooth speaker. Andyan. So yeah, I can take it out if I want. But but then I don't like losing it. So I just go over there, turn it on and off.
Handsome Squid TV has asked this several times, so I'll answer. Can APUs do game streaming? They can, especially the new ones now from AMD, the 5600G or the 5700G. Those are actually pretty good for their performance. But again, you need to temper your expectations, lower your graphic settings depending on the game and things like that. But kaya naman. They're actually quite good for their price.
Ask ko lang kung yung honeycomb mouse ba madali masiksika ng dumi. Well, Hades, I think so, but I haven't used it that long enough yet for it to get really dirty. Actually, there was someone in the chat kanina was asking